Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of
They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's live. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires left. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
To the air, it's Leonard. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not 4th down, and we punted the football. I got nothing, Bob.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
The give on the inside. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Takes a hit as he fires. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The lone back's got it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 3, Clemson 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Give to the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
from the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a handoff. It's Maffa. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. To the air. It's Klubnik. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Irish send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way.
Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Leonard. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Mitchell. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To throw, it's Leonard. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holder.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewitt.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Collins. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Give to the back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that 1st down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the 1st down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
20, Notre Dame, 10.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Now the toss. Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Maffa. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to beat him to the left. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's got his man downfield. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
That pass is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 20, Notre Dame 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He makes a grab. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Caught near the sideline, it's Evans. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch, called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense.
Going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, it's one thing when you got a quarterback scrambling around, running all over the place, outside the pocket left, outside the pocket right. That dude was in the pocket. You have to affect the quarterback. You have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, or it's going to be a long.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 33 to North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Going up top on first down. Throwing right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Let's go! Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Clemson! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.